Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Deja Vu Tuesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And I got a brew for you today that's a gift beer from my buddy Ralph at work. And Ralph Ralph has Irish roots. His name is Ralph Fitzmaurice. And so he loves beer, and he knows I love beer, and he picks up different beers from time to time, and he'll bring me something if he thinks I hadn't tried it. And what he brought me, he brought me a couple beers the other day, and I've already reviewed one of them. But this one is a Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, and I've actually reviewed this beer before, but it's been back in 2020 when I actually did it, and it's 2024 now, so it's been at least 3 years since I reviewed it. But it's a Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. This stuff is a 8.2% ABV. From the Lexington Brewing Company out of Lexington, Kentucky. And I remember liking this beer, but it at the time I got it, let's see, I think it was like $15 for a 4-pack when I got it back in 2020. And I don't know what he had to give for it, but I sure do appreciate gift beers. Thank you, Ralph. So we're gonna try this Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale today on a Deja Vu Tuesday. Got a little horse on the crown there. I'm getting no aroma out of the bottle. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's a pretty brew. Look at that. Pretty brew. Well, looks like my glass is not very clean. Got some bubbles clinging to the side of the glass. I don't know if y'all know it or not. I didn't know it till I saw somebody. I think my buddy Brian Breeden down there in Florida. I think I got the information from him. If you've got a mug or a glass and it's got the bubbles sticking to the side of the glass, can y'all see that? Where the bubbles are sticking to the side of the glass? It's kind of sticking to the side of the glass there. That indicates that there's dust or something. It's a dirty glass. And when I say dirty, it don't mean it's got, like food particles or nothing like that. I mean, it's got dust or something in the glass that makes those bubbles stick to the side of it like that. It don't happen very often. I usually have a pretty clean glass. I got this now out of the cupboard, but anyway, it's got those bubbles sticking to the side of the glass there. Anyway, whatever. That's got a very mild aroma coming off. Just very, very mild aroma. And it's not, this stuff is bourbon barrel aged. It's got writing on it, but y'all, if y'all can see the bottle, it's got black up here at the top, and then it's got the writing is a dark brown. I can't read it. I can't even, I don't know if y'all can see the writing or not. It's got writing on it up there, but you just barely can't see the dadgum stuff. I mean, I can't read anything about it. Other than the fact it says it's aged in bourbon barrels. I can just barely read that, and 8.2% ABV. That's about all. I can't even read the government warning. Anyway, whatever. It's a pretty brew. It's got a beautiful color. A beautiful color to it. A dark, rich gold color. Very light, mild aroma. All right. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Right there. Let's back it up just a little bit. We can see the bottle better. There we go. All right, so let's get a taste of that head before it goes away. Man, it's a beautiful beer. Look at that. Try to hold it in that white place in front of the wall there. You can kind of see the color of it. Pretty color. Just a dark, rich gold color. Oh, wow. That head's got a little sweetness to it. Not any bitterness at all. But that's just a pretty beer. And I can see little bubbles, just little teeny tiny bubbles floating up through there. Alright, so anyway, this Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale is for all American workers. Thank you for the hard work that you do, providing for yourselves and your families and paying your own way, and supporting our economy. And thank you to my buddy Ralph for providing this to me. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Okay. When you first turn it up and you're drinking it, you can't, I mean, it tastes very mild and almost has a sweetness to it. And then in the finish, you get a finish of a bourbon flavor. It's not harsh or bourbony, hot, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have the bourbon burn, but you get that bourbon, just a mild bourbon flavor in the finish of it. The initial sip is a little bit on the sweet side. And then in the finish, you get that bourbon flavor. It's pretty good. It's not great. I've had better bourbon barrel aged beers. Most of the time, when I have a bourbon barrel aged beer, you can detect the bourbon in the aroma. You can detect it in the aroma and in the flavor in the head. You can detect that bourbon flavor. This one is exactly the opposite. You don't get none of that up front. None in the nose, none in the head. But in the finish, you get the bourbon flavor, which is it's not typical. It's not typical for the bourbon barrel aged stuff I've had. But this is a decent brew. I'm gonna score it. I'm gonna score this one a B+. It's a decent little brew. Now, I'd like to know what these go for now, because let's see, in 2020, I give them almost $15 for a 4-pack of it. And I'd be interested to know what they are going for now. Anyway, B+, decent brew, and I'll be back tomorrow for a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. Now, I'm done with my Gooler beers, and I've got a different kind of German beer that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of those that are something I've never seen before, something a little different. So we're going to try that tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Take care. I love and appreciate y'all, brothers and sisters. Cheers.